to do it. I've been giving imaginary people a hard time. It's actually what it comes through me from them. But now I'm going to give them a hard time. I'm going to talk to this guy, Grumpy. Hey, Grumpy, I'm the only one who's ever going to visit you here. I don't think he's grumpy. Look at his face. He's so cute. Like, I don't know what, it's just like, I got to break through this barrier. Did they put it out for me? It's all set up. He knows exactly what an ignorant person would think. Well, that's just a squirrel. Really, at 13,500 feet? He doesn't have snow for 2 months. There's no such thing as squirrels here. That's his tree. This is where orbs come from. Where does an orb? I don't know. We see their faces. Whether they become beings is a whole different story. Spending a lot of time. Don't worry. When I get in there, I'm going to do a lot of this. For timestamps, people too. That way they don't have to question it. You have to be careful. That mistakes can be made. We haven't perfected. We're pretty good. We're about at 99%.
But they're paradolia, whatever you want to call it, can be created, even in the middle of them. So you just have to be careful. Look, I don't, but could I have made a mistake in 9 years? Sure. I don't think so, but it's very possible. I mean, you could see one of them and zoom in next to them, and most likely that wouldn't be, but it's possible, because what it typically is not that you're zooming and pixelating that bush. You'll zoom from this way. This bush from a distance will blend with that one. And as they zoom together with that stick, things start to look a way they wouldn't normally look. That's paradolia. It's amazing how it only makes one of these guys, though. It doesn't make a school bus. It doesn't make a building. It doesn't make a giraffe. It doesn't make a horse. What does it make? A face. Go figure. The excuse of a layman. That's what it is. Look, you guys, someone has to tell these people. If it's not someone like me who really truly cares about them at first, who is going to? Who is going to let them know they're missing their whole life? They have missed what this earth really is. Like, do you not understand how important it is to gain as much knowledge as possible in this life? I believe the number one reason you are here, it's not knowledge. That probably comes in second. If you base it on all the people, all the people that died and came back to life, millions of testimonials, millions. A lot of them not Christians, a lot of them atheists that come back, seeing God or whatever their experience was. They will almost all, tell you the reason you're here. Whether you can see it or not. A lot of us struggle with this word. Tremendously struggle. You were here to learn one thing greater than everything else. Do you know what it is? Oh my God, there it is. They didn't touch it. I didn't tell you guys. I'm glad I left the camera on. I left this here last time. I don't know if I left it there. Did they put it out for me? I have no way of knowing. I don't think so. Because I stood right here. We're gonna get timestamps. There's rain right there. It's the one bummer about the bike, is rain. I don't remember leaving it there. I remember saying, I was in a video, I don't know if I put it in or not, but in those videos I said, well, in the same day I was talking about how thick this was. It was like 5 feet around in circumference, even though it doesn't look like it. If you were to unravel that, it's about 5 or 6 feet long. I think I did put it in there. My guest services jacket has been doubling as a motorcycle jacket. Okay, so here we are. You know what, let's walk up here again because I got them to the left. They won't be there. So maybe we can show the before and after. This is where I said don't ever do this. There might be a being that doesn't want you on there, and then he's right there. He's literally right there as I say there might be a being that doesn't want you here. Kelly, you posted that. A daydream for hours it seems. I keep thinking of you. He was right there. He was right there. There's nothing there. He was literally right in front of that trident. They know it's me, that's why. They know what I'm coming back exactly to do based on thousands of other times I've done it. I don't know if these guys want me here. I really don't know. Like, I don't care. You know, I care, but I'm here no matter either way. This is our Earth too. We have a right to know. Trident. Okay, so I filmed this already. I can definitely see. I mean, he might be there, but not the camera or I can see. Because I believe there's plenty of ways that when they're like that as well. Where no matter what you do, they're there and you're not going to see them. Believe me, that's when we catch them. I'll give you an analogy. When we actually catch like a really good timestamp, like no one in the world denies it. It's like, wow, I can see his eyeballs, his nose. There's probably 30 more right behind him. They're just completely out. You can't, it's like dimensional. I don't know how they do it. So just because you see one, that's all your brain will deal with when there's really 30 more, or some incredible number. The numbers are always more than you would think. Than one would think. All right, so I've been to the next one. Have I been to the next one? I don't know, but I'm gonna go way into this forest. I'm here all day. Did I come up this high? I don't think I have. Then I walked out there, you guys. So that's what I want to do on the way back. Because I know they're out there. I know, they know what I'm coming to see. And they're out there. Just like last time I came up the hill, they were right there. You can see them clear as day. It's one of the best timestamps. You guys will see when some of this comes to light what I've really accomplished. I would have literally 1 trillion views if the news said, watch this, this is all real. There's no one that's duplicated some of my footage. They're right over there. I know they're right over there. I know. I promise. And we're gonna go right by there on the way out. It's amazing how wind blows different ways, isn't it? And it blows them all off the ground. Every single tree you see is off the ground. Look at that one. I'll tell you, the main stuff that like you want to look at is all set up on the corner to look out. All the incredible structures are there. The others' ground systems are behind it. They can go in there and just stand there and you won't be able to see them. I don't know why it's such a shocker to people. They should have been like, oh, this is how we've been fooled. So they're willing, they still know they're being fooled, but they won't accept an answer right in front of their face on video. It's not like some guy's making up a theory. He's showing it to you on the video 1,100 times. People don't go back and watch the videos. You know, one of the problems is, guys, no one has ever done this before. So they can't believe that that's why I'm taking the blunt force. So one day when this is all done, but when this is being done by lots of people, you know, they're not crazy anymore thanks to me. I'm the one that has to go through the crazy life and you know, not be successful. So one day, you or someone else will. Or anything, that's where I left my jacket. Same thing again. Unusual noises from here. I haven't been, this is the furthest I've been. They've made it almost impossible to walk that way. And as you can see, it's not wind. It's all off the ground, it's a trident. If you see a trident, you can eliminate your logic and your common sense. It's really exhausting to the rest of the world. You are exhausting the rest of the world. You really are. We all know this. We've been doing this for 10 years. You just chimed in today. Nope. Nope, everything you've done for 10 years isn't right. I took a break from Xbox and I know exactly what's going on. Nope. This is what I deal with all day. You guys have no idea what I deal with. So instead of telling me what to do and saying it, like you're not saying idiot, maybe you should stick up for everything I have done. Where's my backing? Where's all the people backing me up? Instead of criticizing the one person that's right here giving it to you all, that's under an influence of like aliens, you're just going to criticize me instead of being in all of this. It's an amazing world. And for that reason, we will be private one day. Not because I can't take criticism, because I can't do something amazing for dumb people. That's why. I can't do it anymore. It's not dumb, it's ignorant. Let's use that word. You're ignorant. And I can't take it anymore. I'm moving on in life. You can stay in your holding pattern forever.
Who are you calling ignorant?
It's time to move on. And if you're offended, go be offended. Nobody cares about your offensive, that you're offended. There's people starving, dying, and homeless in this world, and you're worried about what I say showing you the secrets of the world. When everything I say is legit and true. It's an amazing thing. Get right in there. But look at it's an incredible, they didn't set it up to where it's exciting to film it. But it's all new. Like, that's brand new going uphill. It still has all of the unwilted, brand new, because this is active. I just saw them in there. You just have to learn how. It's not easy. The best is the mistakes. I think that was on purpose. The best is a mistake, because then you really get to see. It's what almost every sighting is. If it's in your backyard, it's not a mistake. They want you to know. They give lots of people opportunities when they shouldn't, and then people panic. They wait till you hear their story. They had the most horrible experience. Nothing happened. The guy was just like, psst, we've had the most horrible experience. Really? Because you're here telling us about it. How bad could it have been? Humans. Yeah, I know you're human, but you guys are cool. My ears aren't clearing at all. It's weird. My tinnitus is off the charts, and my ears won't clear. Why can't you whistle at me if that was you? I don't get it. I don't know who the ones that do the whistles are. I've never seen one of them whistle at me before. So I don't know. You guys, this was just done. That was a whistle. I just got a whistle. I swear. I swear. I do. You want to hear? F word, S word? No, I'm just kidding. What's up, buddy? I see you from here. I'm having trouble holding it because I don't think that is him. Right here. It was balanced. You guys, this just happened. I swear they just built this. Look, I'm telling you, this just happened. Everything's still there. That one went this way, that one went that way. They're all field gold structure. Why did he do it right here? They're just chilling. A lot of times I can't, it's really hard to figure, oh, I see why. We're already here. Look at that. It's chill. I'm in a t-shirt right now. It's chilly. Not when you're walking up or when you stop. I'm up here and then the sun's out and it's going to rain any second. Look at that. This is where they are. What, I don't understand what it takes for, like, I don't get it. It's not, maybe they're not dumb. An ignorant person. How come they can't see this? Remember, if it's just the first time, fine. You know what it is? I got to stop, because the only trolls I have, for the most part, are just like trolling a Facebook picture. Like, they don't even know there is a video. They just think you're posting a picture for the first time. It's a good thing they know everything, you know what I mean? These self-proclaimed, self-justified gamers know everything. Trust me, no one with a real IQ plays video games. And no one that's really smart, like a genius, won't play a video game. Not one that's with the sheep. You're not going to find a genius in GTA. That's why I play it. I don't play it. I do have it on my computer, but I don't play it. All the games suck now. They all suck. You would have thought the opposite. You guys, look at this. This one got so blatant, I think this is why there's a new one there. They move. This one's, look, it's old. Nothing's disturbed there, but man, was it disturbed. Remember, they disturb it it's not because they're just standing there, they do it on purpose. It's a connection. It's not just so they can do what they do, it's they're getting energy from the earth. Count on this, okay? I think sometimes, even in photosynthesis, like manners, sped up, where they're attached. There's the other side. I kind of wanted to zoom over there. I don't know if that's going to happen today. I got a little bit anxiety about dark clouds coming in. Because if it starts to pour right now, I'd have to take shelter. And then how long is it going to rain? Just to give you an idea, people ask and I never tell you. Mark, what do you have with you right now? I'm just out of curiosity. I'm just curious, like, what is in your backpack?
I don't want to do this voiceover, but I don't finish. I don't know why I'm concerned with my backpack. I think I'm in this force field thing going on. I'm talking about backpacks, but nothing. A gun. I have a Glock 45. I always keep a tarp. There's a poncho, rain poncho, first aid. Typically a couple snacks. Usually not too much, believe it or not, as far as food goes. Water typically. This was a very long trip, 8 miles, so I didn't bring water because I knew I'd have piles of snow at the top. It's a little risky, but not carrying, 16 ounces of water can save a lot of energy.
This is unbelievable. I've made it up about a mile now from the bike. In a straight line, the bike is a mile that way. Look at this. It's all hidden. If it wasn't, it would be so unbelievably fascinating that airplanes would see it. I mean, that's why they hide it. Look, it's a spot. He was right there. They were right there. Or it would look like that. For some reason, people can't figure out that that's what it looks like if something disturbs the ground. They default to some kind of crazy logic that I'll just never quite understand. I'm not willing to understand anymore. I've done too much in this. I'm so far ahead of even the people I speak to that I get, it's hard to know what to say. And that's not fair for me. I should be able to keep you current and say whatever I want. The world stops you. That's what happens with everything. You're like, welcome the government. That they probably considered it at times. And then they see who's out there. It's these people that have no lives that are educated on social media. And they want to have every genital available to men at the same time. This is why you don't know anything. Well, it's one of the reasons. Ignorance. Self-justified ego. You realize that's what humans do, right? They self-justify. I'm telling you, I get this from them. It's not me. It's them. Self-justify your every move. It's amazing to me. I'm trying to break through this stuff. Once I get up here, they are really blocking something, you guys. It can't just be those spots right there. There's a universe. I mean, I'm in it, but look, you guys. You can see how it's the whole forest. I'm trying to get up to where this clears a little bit. I get in that guy's hole in there, and then it just starts coming out. Like, it's not me. I'm telling you, they see you for what you are, for what humans are. They'll tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. Not individually, but as a whole. Our biggest downfall is our opinions. Everyone has their opinion. That's the problem. And everybody is wrong. Man, you guys, I haven't been able to see them, but they're right here. Like, we should get timestamps. I'm trying to get to where they've really blocked this. I want to see, I can see sunlight over there. There's no sunlight here. I want to get there. Something's hidden in here. See, it's all here. It's not wind. It's all star structures. Every one's a star structure. And then there's nothing. These are all places and everything's off the ground. Oh, man. That knocking, it's because of them. It's the wind doing it to the tree. They set the tree up to do it.
I've been giving imaginary people a hard time. It's actually it comes through me from them. But now I'm going to give them a hard time. I'm going to talk to this guy, Grumpy. Hey, Grumpy, I'm the only one who's ever going to visit you here. I don't think he's grumpy. Look at his face. He's so cute. Like, I don't know what, it's just like, I got to break through this barrier.
It's that laner right there. I used to have a name for them. I forget what I call them. Noisemakers or something I called them. Look how clean. Look at this. They're getting sun here. Because this is endless. Look. That's where I want to get up there. Look how far. It just goes forever and ever. That's why, because if I can get to some really openness like that, timestamps can get really good. You guys, I might have found it. There's a part of me, oh my God, you guys, my hairs are standing, I don't have a lot, so it's hard to see them. Straight up. Because of up here. Wait till you see this. I was going to say a part of me is kind of hoping it's not. Because then I gotta come back up here again. I don't want to walk back up here. I'm going to though. You guys look at this. Thank God I got my cell for backup video because I only have one battery for this today. And I think I'm going to be shooting a lot of video now that I'm seeing this. I'm still on the edge, you guys. I gotta go in. They have all these places set up on the corner. Look at that. Remember, regular people can't see that. He won't see it. It doesn't exist. Seat. Who are they hiding from? There's no one up here. A person will not be within miles and miles of here. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. It's impossible. This has all been closed. Nobody knows this exists, including me for 7 or 8 years. And I live here. Not here in Colorado, here in these mountains. And I didn't know. That's why this is why I came right, because a lot of times you guys notice I don't go right back because I want it to be something new. This, I didn't even touch on it. And because I can just be so alone here, as human-wise, it makes me so happy to be just alone with them. I know it's my best chance. Will I get you something on video today? I don't know. Do you hear how quiet it is? It means they're here, believe it or not. Look at that caliber, you guys, back there. It's going uphill. Look at that. It's a bee. It takes a long time to do this, you guys. It's one of the, the parts of this that, you do go without hardly any, nothing. So everything I do will go unnoticed. So it is a little frustrating. I'm the kind of guy that I want a lot of attention so I can turn it down. Does that make sense? So without that, it's pretty much everyone. They just won't admit that to you. So if you're not getting any attention, you're going to freak out. And then if you get enough, you'll ignore it. It's just the way we are. It's not, you won't ignore it, but it's just impossible to acknowledge all the comments. I can't believe this. You guys have seen, how many videos have you seen where you have that ground? They're everywhere, and then you have this. You haven't. This is almost impossible to find. Crow. It's all about elevation. To have that, you got to be at least 10.5 here. 10,000 and up. Or you just won't have it. It's too dry. Up here stays cold, which creates lots of mildew at night. So whether it rains or not, there's plenty of moisture in this forest. Look at this. I haven't seen a thing since I got up here. From the bike, when I first pulled up, I think I said something about it. Yes, but here, nothing yet. They'd have to be just waiting for me to see anything. I have a feeling we will. Like, I think the first two structures are totally cleared because I was there last time and they knew I was going there, but you can't clear this. You guys, do you see? Look, let me just show you. This is why I'm freaking out. I haven't shown you yet. This is it, okay? It doesn't get better. You will never see a researcher show you a world like this, except me. And the day you do, I'll be really happy. I'm smart, remember that. I'm not stupid. So if someone else does it, first of all, they're going to be my best friend. They're already my friend. There's no one capable of this that doesn't know me, right? Then what does that do? Would I be envious? What if everyone's watching that new guy, not you? I'd be like, that's great. But what does it show you? That everything I said, everything I've shown you is 100% legit. Remember, nothing I'm showing you and nothing I'm saying is an opinion. Do not forget I just said that. I show everything I do in factual form. I just tell you, like, an opinion sometimes. Like, I don't know. My tinnitus is off the charts. Like, My tinnitus is just screaming in my ears. This is a giant world, you guys. It's almost impossible. This is a world of thousands. They rotate. I missed an incredible sound from them that you guys would have known. So I'm doing a little extra of this. Because I just want one for you guys. The visuals here is good enough for the video. Is that self-proclaimed? Nope. In a sense, yeah, but since I'm the one that discovered these, I know what's the best. And I'm the first one to say if someone else has it. That's what I want. I could care less. That's what I want because I like to brag about other people. I love to do breakdowns. You think I want to go, look what I did over there? You guys have no idea. No, I want to go, look what Jen did, or look what Mike, I'm making up these names, look what Mike did. That's what I'm good at. I like bragging for other people. So what I'm trying to say is people are getting real good at this. And I'm going to be right there to make them better and to help them. Like, you know, help build them. All you got to do is show up. And I'm all over you. That's it. Our door is always open. We're like no other community in the world where they close down and get all psycho and stuff because we're the only ones that are real. It's a level 10. Dude. I was so far down there, I haven't been filming for quite a while. Hold on, go slow, go slow. It took me 10 minutes, 5 minutes to get here. You can tell by my breath, he was right here. They've got to still be there. Look for something white. Big. First time I ever saw him white. That's what I was trying to tell people. Everyone's out looking for Bigfoot. There is no such thing. There is, I think, but everything I see isn't Bigfoot. It's giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Men, little people, and then the Almas people. They're like little people with faces of people but hair on them. Their faces open. Oh yeah, look at this. It's all disturbed. He was right here, you guys. Where did he go? What do you want to bet? Someplace like that. Trust me, it's someplace like that. It's where we get lost. It's why we can't figure it out. They got it right in my farm. Right where all of this began for me when I was a little kid. Has that. And that, but they put all kinds of leaners on it. Lies in there. That is hollow all the way. You guys, they were right here. Who's the best? Notice the ground, okay? I gotta say it because people won't see it. It won't register. I told you there's a level of like people aren't intuitive enough these days. Everything's been done for them and that's what they expect. So that's what I'm doing for them. But they can't. Look, I almost did it again. I had no idea. I had no idea. It came on. I did not know. I was too busy complaining. Literally on their highway. I'm on the Sasquatch highway. Look what wind did where there is no such thing. People don't realize there is no wind in the forest. Ever. There could be a hurricane, which we don't get here, by the way. We're surrounded in the Rocky Mountains. People think that the forests have wind. We're surrounded by 14,000 foot mountains. There's no wind in the forest. The trees protect themselves. It's very breezy up there right now. There's nothing here. Another thing people know nothing about is the forest. In their heads, they know everything because they've watched TV. They learned it all on TV. Right here. Look at that. You guys, you realize it cannot look like this, right? Look at that. No one's messing with me. I'm actually getting kind of grumpy about it. Like I'm not. There's no influence going on right now. I don't think. By the way, it can be going on, and you won't know. I think most of the time you don't know. But because I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a great mood. But in a sense, like, I don't know what I was gonna say. All I know is I'm on their highway, you guys. You see the blinds? Like if you were walking there and someone was ever looking up, you'd never be able to see them. And if you did, you'd have no idea what you were seeing. That's what just happened to me. Look at their spots. When I say the others, don't quote me, but I'm almost sure that that's not the big guys right there. They're right around the big ones, but he's over there in that seat, and then they're all in these others are like in the mulch, like back in there. So look, they even made an X out of that. This has all been sat in. Look. X. One of their holes, not a squirrel. The others. It's what I think. This is common sense, I think, but common sense applied to this. I think some of those holes that, like I just showed you, could have been a squirrel. Sure, I don't think so up here. I'm at 13.5, maybe even higher now. I think, even though I've never seen this with my own eyes and have barely filmed it, although I have filmed it, this could be where some of your orbs are coming from. Okay, so people have filmed orbs. Everyone is filmed. I'm not talking about lens flare. I'm talking about real orbs floating around in their house even. Well, some of those out there, I'm almost sure go into those holes. You'll see them and they go into places like this too. This is how they mark them. Not necessarily with this one, but yeah, this one's done. Look, they'll fly right. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Humans. They'll fly right in here. Like you literally see an orb, they'll go zoop, and they go right in there. And that's where you lose people because they've been taught that can't be. It's from a fire hundreds of years ago. 100 years ago. That's at least a 100-year-old fire. Because these trees are all over 100 years old. And that's been burnt to a crisp. Wallow. That's a wallow right there. It's all been quarantined. I think they put lots of little ones in there and for somehow they can't leave it. You guys, I am miles up here. I stopped my play-by-play. It's miles now. I gotta keep going up. Without knowing for sure, I don't think I can get lost because that's one thing I was thinking is how far I am. And I'm starting to zigzag. But I think if I go that way, eventually the mountain goes like this, I thought. So I should feel that if I get too far. Look at this, you guys. They're everywhere. Could you imagine being here at 2 o'clock in the morning? Believe me, it'll happen. You know, the only time it might not is like, say you brought Discovery Channel right here and you're set up. They know what you're doing. It's another thing humans can't seem to get a grasp on. Oh, we sent a camera crew out there, nothing happened. Why do you think nothing happened? Because you sent a camera crew out there. These guys are smarter than you. You drink alcohol and smoke weed. You have no brain cells left. These guys are elite beings of the earth. And you don't think they're going to see you with your camera crew? They know before you even get out of the van, you guys. This is an insane highway. It just keeps going. There's no end in sight at the top of that mountain. That's again that I've seen something move. That's again, you guys. I don't think I can get there. Not there, I'm just trying to, I'll show you. It was there. Something moved right there. I don't know what. I have really good eyes, like 20/20, and I've trained myself because one thing humans don't see is anything. So unless something moves out here, you won't see it. They've done experiments like that with humans. They place humans all throughout the forest and bring people that didn't know humans were placed all throughout the forest. And the person would walk right by a stationary human. Like he'd be right there, just standing there. And if he didn't move, the person would never see. They were too concerned with themselves and their footprints. And it's not always their fault. We've been made this way because we don't know anything. So people's egos spiral into themselves. Instead of them off doing something great, they're just left to their own devices. That's why you see people that are skydivers. That's why there's pro football players. These people were all meant to do something better. Football's like the Romans. It's just a distraction for the people. Just like Elon Musk. And you really believe that's legit? This is all a distraction scenario. Nothing. I see people arguing in the world. They're both completely wrong because they're not on the inside. They don't understand what really happens. It just keeps getting steeper and steeper. And it's all them up here. I knew I wouldn't see them, but I just had to I got to get a look at it. So if I visit again, I know I won't always be in wonder, which is going to happen because I can't get up there. I've done another mile straight up, and there's no sign of the top. Look at that. I've got to be, without calculating it, miles straight. My bike is like, not straight, it's like somewhere in there. I'm 3 miles. Who would have thought there's a mountain that tall? I'm not kidding you guys. I've never quite seen anything like it. I've never Google Earthed it or anything. I don't know. Look at this. That's what you want. You want this. And then behind it, it's open. There's a Bigfoot universe was when I found it. I'm looking right over, there's a Bigfoot sitting down. I'm like, what the heck? Well, really, it was the guy that came out that I saw. He didn't want me seeing the one sitting down. See how good this is? See how it's open, but you don't see anything? You just gotta look careful. Let's see if we can see that. See the arch? It's bigger than it looks. That's all you need. I should try the timestamp. Let me sit here first. The other setups. Look, he tells you. There's a stick. And that's where they go in. You guys, this is something, it's Hansel and Gretel. I filmed it. They're like gnomes or something. And that's where he lives. You don't believe it? You can't film that. I'll tell you what, next time someone questions what I do, let's see you film it. I'll give you $1 million if you can film it. You'll never film what I do. I'm talking to a troll. If it's just this or that, you should have no problem. He'll be like, oh, he can't do it. He's never seen an X, never filmed an X, but he knows what it is. Welcome to Earth. It's endless. But I gotta go because I want to have time. I've realized that I could be here. It's forever. Like that's the one thing is that I might not be able to spend the time to do that again. And you miss one thing, like through there. I'm looking in there. I'm like, God, does that look good? Like it's completely different than where I've been in the way it looks. And I really want to go in there. What if that was like the most amazing thing ever to see? And I'll never be there again. Wow, look at this, you guys. Maybe we will take a look. Oh my God. See, these are different than them. You have your transition. You'll come over. Here's your block. It's a trident. You step over. You can see the stepping over has been incredible. And then look here. Holy cow. This is what I'm looking for. I want the goodness up here. Oh, I got whistles. It was incredible. I got one on when I was running the camera. I don't know if I feel like the camera might not be able to hear it. This is a spot right here, you guys. Look. It doesn't get. Look, the moral of this video is you're not gonna see anything like this again. You may not see them, but you're not gonna see one. This is their homes, you guys. It doesn't get any better than this. And you know he's big. Why? First of all, I've been stepping in their footprints for the last 2 hours. Look at that. It's twisted. Even in Maryland, this is their big thing in Maryland. And I would tell everyone in Maryland, no, that just happens. The guy's like, because he's been seeing it, but he didn't know so his whole life, he by default just thought the wind did it. Look at that. They're pounding the ground down here. They did this. Not only did they do it, but they told you. They're not hiding that they did it. It's what I'm supposed to show you.
I'm not seeing them, but it's just chaos in there. At first I thought the white were like eyeballs, but as I got closer, I can see it's an arch and a bend. But they do that confusion for that reason, confusion.
This is what that's why they're clear. This is what they want you to see. They're going by this. As soon as they see that enough people understand this, the next step happens. That's why I get so frustrated, because people they can't even open their front door without having a problem. They can't go to Walmart without having a problem. They're screaming at each other at lights. The world has fallen apart, guys. You don't get to see what I do. You don't have the exposure to people that I do. I don't want it. It's just there for me. That's why, the criticism's easy. Mark, don't call that. Don't say this. Really? You live my life and we'll see where you're at calling people stuff. I don't call anybody to their face. Like, I just call made up people stuff because it's true. If someone doesn't tell them, they're never going to know, guys. I've had people thank me profusely. Do you know that I've had like 100 people thank me for saying idiot? That's why, it's a contradiction when someone doesn't want you to, they don't understand. They have a very narrow-minded thinking. They have no idea what I know, where I've been and what I've done. Not even the first clue. You know how I know? Because nobody knows. People are impressed with what they know. Think about what I don't tell you. Because I can't. I want to. Look at that, you guys. Oh my God, that's a giant trident. It all just comes out of me here. I don't know what to tell you. Don't ever tell me how to act while I'm showing you this. If you don't like it, just leave. Don't ever tell me how to act when I'm standing, risking my life, giving up my whole entire world for the last 8 years just to show you sticks. And I'm going to sit here and be criticized? I don't think so. It's not going to happen. Especially when you don't have the balls. To do it right here. Think about it. 9 point.
Here's a way to look at, for the one person that's struggling here, like with this video, it's like their first day or something. And you think you're using default logic. I'll tell you what, you go film pretend beings of the forest. I'll bet you can't go film pretend beings. So stop the excuses and go show me how it's done. I'm just putting any music over because Terry, thank you, Terry, that the Indians are going to get copyrighted. So you guys, just to remind you, this is the 27 miles in, but I go 4 more miles and then 4 more miles back. I get lost. I think I'm going to put it all in right now and just make this a long video. I'm just talking over because it's much better with the drums, the drum beat. Here, I'll play it.
So it just never stops. Look at that, another X, another spot, disturbed ground. These are all individuals with their group, with their others. Giant disturbed pads. So this is where that uphill comes. It levels off right there, and then just keeps going again. Look. It's 85, like 80 degrees. It's not up here, but it is down below, and it feels like it once you're actually climbing wallow. Are we seeing a pattern here? Clean Sasquatch highway. If I go up any further, I'll just die. Oh no, you know what? Duh. Yes. Snow. I had to start thinking about not going up any further because of water. What was that? Look how disturbed this is, you guys. And they are not doing anything to hide this. Look. X, right in the middle. Here's a spot. It looks like this guy wants the sun. This probably isn't going to taste too good. I'm the only one you know. Eating snow today. I'm the only one. The subtle noises that have been happening to me, that's why I know they're here, because it's been happening all around me in a circle, and it's always like the noise won't happen until I've left that spot. That's why I'm just curious if people are getting timestamps like right there, like right there. I haven't done the zooming I thought I was going to do, because where do you zoom? A lot of time right here. This is why you don't want wiry shoelaces. You can very, very easily die wearing wire shoelaces. They're not just wires, they're unbreakable wires. Well, like as far as your foot goes, they're unbreakable. Your foot will break first. I got a serious head rush when I did that. Unfortunately, I think the most incredible places to like get interactions is probably up. Remember, they're not going to interact probably on purpose, but when you start to get to places they don't want you, that's how you get interactions. Or if you're walking into a clan and they think there's a chance there could be a problem, like where you'll see them or something, like right now that was happening, you better believe I'm going to get the noise there. I've done it 1,000 times. You can't really, a troll can't do it once. I've done it 1,000, but I haven't done it because he plays video games. He knows all the answers. I'd love to play video games if there was one worth playing. They all stink. There's not one good game out there. I thought by this time, 2023, we'd be floating on the ceiling, but the games just keep getting worse and worse and worse. Man, that save your life out here. It's almost like that snow is marked. So, I didn't show you, but I stepped in the snow by accident on my left foot, and it all went down. It's almost gone now. Kind of a weird thing, in July 3rd. No, it's July 4th. Sorry. Happy 4th of July, you guys. I completely forgot this whole video was the 4th of July. Get the white X covering that one. These are all seats or beings. They all have their own. And then with each being, there seems to be lots of other ones. And they're the ones that ensure he doesn't make too many mistakes. They're teams. I think it also is a way to keep them from wandering off. If he was just sitting here by himself for 30 years, he might get bored and might want to go stop by your house one night. These guys are in place to police each other as well. And they come in teams that way. That's why it's very seldom I film the whole clan of the same beings, which I've done, but it's usually 10 different beings. And to me, that's a team. Wind can actually come in and blow trees over. Where I show you there's no possible way of wind. Here, wind could blow all day long. It's blowing right now. Look. Yet, where wind blows, there's no trees down. It's so funny. People can only think in terms of where they live. These trees have been conditioned for millions of years to grow right there and never fall down, okay? This isn't New Jersey. We don't have water problems here, okay? Trees don't fall down with wind. They can only fall down with old age. We're talking about high elevation trees you know nothing about, okay? So why have an opinion about something you don't know? I'm an expert out here, okay? There's not many people in the world that know more about standing in the Rocky Mountains than Mark Abel. Remember, I just play a real dumb role for you. That way I don't get told I have an ego. Never confuse confidence with ego. Amazing. Do you see this? Every single place is where they sit. Look at that log goes around. And it's been sitting like recently, like it's all flattened out. They do it for a reason because it only makes so many footprints. Like you can't make prints here. This is what I've been telling you that for 9 years. Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. There's hundreds, if not thousands and thousands here. There's a teepee right there. You know, I have other places where he'll be right there. I don't see him looking out at me or anything. Look at this. This is crazy. So what I'm doing is I walked way far. I went straight up way over there. I walked a mile that way, approximately. Came down and I'm zigzagging back this way because I don't want to miss anything. You can miss things in incredible ways when you're in a world like this. Look at that decoration. Every plan I have always goes out the window. Like what I was going to do that day here. Look at that, you guys. Man, is it getting dark. You would not want to stand here in the dark. I would freak out, man. Like, cause I just not here. It's too far away from anything. You're not walking down this hill in the dark. Here maybe, but not when you get down there. It's all blocked. You got to climb over their blockage for a quarter mile. I filmed you a little bit of it. So I should be descending in the center somewhere. The center of this square mile. Yeah, there's like little pile of little shrines. Oh, he lives there. It's another. His soul goes right in there. Remember, I don't understand what that is. I haven't seen yet what that is. It's one of the others. I find their place everywhere I go. Remember, this is extremely high elevation, you guys. Nothing lives up here. There's no breathing animals up here. Maybe mountain goat. Mountain lion as well. Look how often that's happening, you guys. Seriously, look how often. There's no game here. It would all be chopped up and that wouldn't be there. Yes. Boy, is it getting dark. I'm getting out of here because I am way up here. Plus, I got what I wanted. I wanted to show this to you. I wanted to show you what was behind those big calibers. There's big caliber up there as well. You guys, it's miles of this. It doesn't look any different. Look, everywhere you go in this openness is this. With a trident. Every single one. Look, it's all their highways. Every single one. It's not one of them they don't tell you. Everyone has a language, part of the alphabet or their system on it. "31 miles in. What do you think about that? Look at this. Holy wow. I was going to hold some zooms, but to do that and spend time, I got to feel it. Last time I go, I'm not feeling it in that last video, but they were all around me. And then all of a sudden I turn the corner, and that's when I say, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, or I say, or that, or it's because of the structure. I'm like, so you can't, it's impossible to be precise with the feelings with them. They're right here. We live in a different reality. Like it's, also, some of that reality has been programmed. That's the hard part. We're all in the same one, it's just that we've been programmed out of real reality. Is that for the greater good? I don't think so. I think so in a sense, but that only falls in for, you know, 0.5% of the population. So if you have $15 million in the bank or more, let's just say $5 million in the bank or more, and you can just go off and live. You never have to worry. You never have to care about who's right, who's wrong, who's the president. Then just go live your life on a yacht in the Bahamas. That's how it could be for the greater good. But if you want to accomplish anything and be someone, you need knowledge. Trust me, your knowledge is very important when you die. It's all about it, you guys. What do you think being a Christian is? It's all about your knowledge of Jesus and God. Same with all the other religions. I don't mock any other religions. I'm one of the few people that processed all of them. I'm not dumb enough to think because my parents told me that Jesus is real, that then I'm going to be like immediately just going to believe that. Of course not. I went through them all. These are the guys that told me that it's Jesus and God. They work for God. Like they're somehow, God either has them imprisoned here, but there's much time has gone by. These guys are all about good. I'm telling you, I get incredible feelings. I'm not being tricked, you guys. Bad would F with you. You'd be, if it was all bad, remember, it's good in God that you never see. This is all a test, this life. Evil is right there for you, always. It's right there. Good isn't always. It's a test to be here. You'll see why one day. The day you die, you're going to understand. You know what you're going to say if you make it? You're going to be like, oh my, you're going to literally say, oh my God, to God. I get it now. Hey, look, a stump that fell downhill. Yay! That one broke uphill. And we finally got one that's, but right in the middle of their highways, you guys. This is incredible. Look at this. There's nothing that can make these trails. No people can get here. There's never been a human trail in the history. You got to come up real side dirt roads to get even to the trail that I turned into. I would show it to you all, but I don't have like a GoPro and all this stuff. And I'm never buying one. So until someone sends me a GoPro for my helmet, we're never gonna have one. Am I asking? No, I don't care. Whatever. I'm just gonna do what I can do. I'm only human. I'm a badass one. It blows my mind that I could stand here today and then someone that's home somewhere in like, you know, in Rhode Island is gonna criticize. They've never accomplished one thing in their life, but they're gonna type on the internet criticizing other people. I have Vibe Central. It's really dark in here. The camera's lighting it up. This camera lights it up. It's way darker than it looks. I get real crazy feelings when it starts to get dark around them. Like, it's out of control. It's one of the reasons they don't do it, because they told me. They say that they're afraid they'll scare you, but it's not like that you're going to be scared like, oh my God. It's more, it becomes, the energy with them becomes so overwhelming. It's so out of our realm that you just start to lose it. Look at this, you guys. How long have I been here? Like, is it later than I think it is? Oh, man. I gotta go. I'm an hour. I gotta do this for an hour. And I'm way to this way. I gotta go that way. But I'm gonna get some. Look. Like when I went up, it looked nothing like this. You know, I'm coming down. Look at me. I'm so far away from where I came up. I don't even know how far. A mile or so. Which is a long time in the forest, you guys. This takes, I'm telling you, this takes a lot. The reason I tell you this is because nobody gets it. You think you know everything, but you don't. I'm talking to some of my best friends. You just don't understand what I go through to get you a video that you might not like. Because you don't fully understand, or you would love it. It wouldn't matter what the person's saying here. You would just want to see this if you really understood. Swallow. Oh my God. Look at all this disturbances, you guys. It's crazy. Look at the snow climb. Gee, another one. That's where they come out, right there. If it wasn't, there wouldn't be one at every single one. It wouldn't be possible. And every single time, that will be there. And so will that. And the ground will be destroyed completely. I'm sorry that I'm doing this fast. That was an incredible seat right there. Big tree. All right, to the 23 Ultra, here we go. I'm descending, you guys. The cameras are lighting it up way more than it is. It's really dark in here and scary. It gets really eerie. I mean, it is so dark up in there. It's just the camera lights it up. These new cameras do an amazing job. Yeah, and I left it off up there. How they won't be there without that. These are where they go in. Wherever you see mulch, I don't know what they are. This is the others. You know, it's a huge part of what's happening in your neck of the woods. You should be more interested in this than anything to do with Bigfoot, even though this has everything to do with it. This is his peeps. The peeps are what's most important to know, because that's what's the most of. That's insane, you guys. I had to rush through there. It's pitch dark in there. Not pitch, but it's way darker than it should be.
So this is an 8-minute clip I might edit through, but if it looks familiar, it's because I posted this on Colorado Bigfoot on Facebook. I knew I was going to Breckenridge for my meetings, and I just wanted to throw a clip up, so I try to find one that like I can just, without editing, I can put it in. So but most people don't see that from YouTube, so because a lot of my YouTube subs are not on Facebook. I really wish we could get them. I think we've changed it ourselves. So if you just come in to be with like around us, it's pretty fun. You don't have to see all the nonsense. You can just be a part of the groups and be involved. It's really one of the best teams you'll ever experience. I mean, it's a great thing to be a part of. So I highly recommend if you can to just it's an app right on your phone, you guys. It's I don't know what the taboo is about it. You know, it's just you got to get over. I'm not thrilled with the app either, but
Remember that everything here is these green weeds. If you're not seeing green weeds, you're seeing them. It's a fact, not an opinion. Okay, and they'll tell you it's a fact with the trident. Look at this. I see. It's not the size of the caliber. You guys, there's thousands. When I say thousands, I mean literally 2,000 spots like that. Right there. And I don't know. As long as I've been doing this, I don't want to tell you that that's Bigfoot. What the? What was that?
okay, so let me describe. I didn't do this in the Facebook video. I just put the clip directly there. I remember perfectly what happened. So there was like something ran up the tree, but there's nothing I could see. Like it was, you guys, it was less than inches from my face. I was so close to it, so I got to feel it like go past my face. It was one of them. I'm telling you, it was almost like it went so fast, invisible. Like I think I was about to touch it. It was real, you guys. I promise. Like this really happened, and so it was kind of like almost like an animal going up it, but not with as much of a struggle. Like an animal, you know, has to kind of pull its weight up. This thing just went, but it felt like felt like because it was so close to my face, like it sounded like claws, like but extremely fast. It was an other, I'm almost sure.
It just always rains up here. I don't know why. Wherever they are, it rains. You guys, look at these seats. First of all, look how big that totem pole is. And look behind it. Look at this. This is what I've been looking for up here. Oh, this has it all. Story of my life. All right, so now you know. If you don't know, now you know. That thing was ripped right out of the ground, like literally ripped out of the ground. It'd still be in the ground.
It's something I notice about people, myself as well, is that you'll see something like this and you'll just overlook it. You won't process that this has literally been ripped, not just out of the, I mean, it was almost all of it was in the ground. Someone just ripped the thing right out of the ground and it just gets overlooked by almost everyone. It's because it doesn't impress you. You need to see triangles and octagons and X's and, you know, we really, to get any further in anything, have got to be more intuitive. Stop relying on others. Like, I need your help. Rely on me, but also help me, if that makes sense.
Seat. Look at the ground. Look how clean. It's not just weeds removed. It's maintained. Oh my God, how did I do this to myself? I wanted more spots like that. Man, with that thunder came a 10-degree drop in temperature. At a guess. So what you're seeing is turbo, because I'm trying to get out of here, you guys. I've got to get to where I can at least understand where I am. I get hung up in all of this. Look at this, you guys. And I can get real messed up in here. You're in the one place where you don't want to be when there's lightning. But what are the chances? I'm not scared of that at all. Like, if I get struck by lightning here, it's not an accident, okay? It's either God himself or these guys directed it to me, because do I think they can do that? No, but there's no way with all these trees, if lightning hits me, it's just not possible. That's why there's that guy that's been hit by lightning like 6 times. Like, it's not an accident. It's like there's something inside that guy, or someone's literally hitting him with lightning. All right, you guys, I am miles and miles. I wish I could walk you all the way up, but I'm just gonna have to turn it off. Wait. I want to just keep showing you how incredible this place is. But it's about to pour rain with like thunder and lightning. Thunder, thunder. I don't know that song, but I hear that. Thunder. Even Facebook's in on it. It's a crazy thing. I don't think like they know the first thing about what I do. They just know that there's covered up secrets and that what they're told like don't like they know so much they probably don't even want to know. They just get told like, look, you can't let them show too much of this either. And they're like, okay. All right, over and out, you guys. I've got to bail. I've got to run. Look at the size of that thing. Look at that. All right, over now. Okay, let me just show this to you. This is where it all ends. I don't know if you guys saw the other video, but I said it seems like they've really pushed in. I don't know if they did that when the logging happened or not. And I think so because it's really clear to me. This is where it ends. Here comes the rain. Here's the rain. Oh yeah, this. Look at this. And then if you walked parallel and you went all the way that way, you'd come out above those structures that I was showing you when I first found this place. This is an unbelievably fascinating. See how everything's off the ground? Nothing I've shown you is on the ground. What do you think about that? Over now. Miles away. Well, not miles, a mile. I meant to say it feels like miles away. I came out way off. And that was kind of keeping the bike in my head. Wow. If it wasn't for this trail, I would have been really lost. Not where I would have died, but probably where I would have been sleeping here. You don't want to do that, believe me. This is where I drove to get here. Damn, you guys, I had to be under their influence in there because I remember saying I wasn't, but I know I am because I like woke up from like a dream in there. Like even though I remember the whole day, all of a sudden I was like in the twilight zone up there. I can't explain it because I feel like something was going on. I'm telling you, you guys, you gotta trust me when you're in a place that big. It's managed by important beings. Whenever there's numbers, there's always a manager. And they take turns, they pass you along as you walk around. In 20 years this hasn't come back. Reason being, who knows why? I never did see that structure that leads right to the other source. Nutrients. This is all clay. That's why there's barely a weed growing. If you put topsoil here, it'd be a beautiful lawn. That's why in 20 years you barely got a seedling. And when you get into the shade, it's all coming back. Now all the birds are chirping away, the sun's out here. I'm taking you for this monotony just so I can see if I should run. I got rained on a little bit, but I got out of there. I think it went that way. I thought it was coming at me here, so that just that edge of it caught me, and it's that way now, look. It was really bad, you guys. Look, see that? I think it's missing me. Was that structure there when I did the video here before? Was that there? Now I'm seeing blockage. I don't know if I saw that before. Yeah, that's it, because I can hear the thunder. Thunder. So answer the question. I'm not being negative. Who cares? Negative is fine if you're having fun with it. Who is sick and tired of people copying each other and with the same music? And just, I'm guilty of it, but not for money, you know. And just over and over the same song. Oh, it's just like, What goes viral is just unbelievable. They decide, believe me. Yeah, it has to be popular, but they're not going to let. It doesn't matter. You've seen great videos that no one sees them because they can't let you. There's a system in place, guys. It's been in place since way before you were born. Over now. So after what you've seen today and over 1,300 videos, maybe now you'll believe when I tell you they did that. When I tell you they put that stick there. This is the problem people had. Oh, not everything's Bigfoot. Yeah, but not everyone has a grasp on it like me. Okay, I'll never tell you. They put that there. How do I know? Because I know everything about their structures and everything about them doing them. This is a border they put there. Okay. All of these things draping out, they did it. This tree is off the ground. They did it. Remember, people are hung up like they think that it has to look cool for it to be something they did. Nothing moves in the forest. This tree won't move for 150 years, 200 years. By nothing will move this tree. I could bend it to the ground, touch it to the ground, and it'll go right back up into place. The wind. Please do some homework. Not my subs, people that are looking in for the first time. You really need to educate yourself on this earth to begin with. Like you know nothing, and it's really embarrassing. Yet you think you do. It's the self-justification has got to end. It's ending right here. You will not do it in front of me.